Hello students, in this unit we will be starting spreadsheet software. We will study spreadsheet software for 6 weeks and then you will have 2 more weeks to do your assessments. In this unit you will be studying how to enter the data, how to use functions such as mathematical functions, how to apply charts and graphs, how to take a printout, how to apply if condition, and if possible I would also like to explain VLOOKUP table and HLOOKUP table. So we'll be doing a lot of work in spreadsheets. It's one of the longest unit in level 2 word processing software. So today I will start with the introduction to spreadsheets. I'm sure some of you have done spreadsheets in your level 1. You know some of the concepts, but if you don't know, never mind, we'll start from the basics and we'll gradually build on to that. Now, spreadsheets, Excel. I'm just going to read this. You find all these materials uploaded onto your Google Classroom. Please look into that as well. Introduction to spreadsheet. A spreadsheet is a grid of rows and columns. It is used for entering text and numbers and for carrying out calculations. That's the main advantage of the spreadsheet, is entering text and numbers and for carrying out calculations. I'm just going to read this paragraph while I explain to you in my Zoom session or team session. I will use the PowerPoint to explain the advantages. Computerized spreadsheets have a great advantage over the old paper-based spreadsheets because once a formula has been entered, you can change the numbers and the computer will automatically calculate the new results. That's the main advantage, is that using formulas. Business use spreadsheets for recording and calculating sales figures, expenses, and wages, for making invoices, budgets, business plans, and much more. You can also use the spreadsheets for recording, calculating sales figures, calculating wages, expenses. In your home, you can use it to plan your budget, uh, designing timetable for your children, maintaining the record of your weekly groceries, many things. At home, you can use spreadsheets for working out personal finances and taxes. You can use it. The software application that you're going to use for spreadsheet is Microsoft Excel. That is what we will be studying, Microsoft Excel, to learn spreadsheets. But there are many other spreadsheet applications, Lotus 123 being just one of them. There are many other softwares. But in this unit, in this course, we'll be learning Microsoft Excel. Okay. This handout is on Google Classroom. So the terms used in Excel, worksheet, workbook, formula, cell reference, active cell. I will explain these terms using your spreadsheet. Now, to open your spreadsheet, what you have to do is you have to go into your start on Find Excel or word processing, Microsoft Office, and from there Excel, or if you have Excel, you can. And if you don't have Excel, I'm sure everybody has it, because WPS software I installed, or I recommended you to install if you don't have Microsoft Office, also contains the spreadsheet software. So go to Excel, blank workbook. This is the workbook, and here I'm just going to close some of these things which I don't want it. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to increase this because my video uh, screen size may not record it. So look into this green sheet. This is an example of a spreadsheet. The whole sheet is called as a worksheet. So in worksheet, you have sheet 1. If you want more sheet 2, sheet 3, you can go on adding more sheets into your Excel workbook. So if you want to rename the sheet 1, right click on it and select rename. Then you can say, um, you can give task 1, task 2, task 3. So the task 1, task 2, task 3, you can give the worksheets. Collection of worksheets together is called as a workbook. If you want a new workbook, file new blank workbook. You can get it from there as well. It's a workbook. Now, if you see the layout of a spreadsheet, which is half of this is very much similar to that of a Microsoft Word or or Microsoft PowerPoint you have learned. In On top you will see the file name. Here you have tabs: file, home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, view, help. So we will go through this most as we move on with the class. So file, as you know, is to open a new document, open the file, save the document, print, export, publish, and so. Um, those are the things. Under home you will see many of these tools that we'll be using in our spreadsheets in this paper. So you in under home tab you have cut, copy, paste, uh, bold, italic, underline, font style, font size, applying border, fill in the paint, fonts color, font size, alignments, left, center, right, alignment, indentation, cell alignments, and the way you want to write the text, angle, vertical text, rotate text, and so on. And yeah, so and some of these things are spreadsheets tools which we will be looking into this as we move on with the course. I'll be going through this. Okay, now if you see this spreadsheet, it consists of rows and columns. Rows and columns. A, B column has its name: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. It has its own name, and numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 row numbers. So the point where the rows and the columns intersect is called cell. And when you click on the cell, you see a border around it. It is an active cell, and every cell has a reference. For example, this cell reference is E8. Now it is under the column E, and it is under row 8, so it is E8. For example, the cell reference of this is J6. Good. And next, for example, the cell reference of this is F30. Now this is called formula bar. Whatever you type in the cell, it appears in that formula bar. Okay, now you can scroll this, you can go there, you can go here, and all those things can be done. Fine. Now let's begin into the task. Let's begin the task that I want you all to do. In your Microsoft Word document, which you will find in your Google Classroom, I have explained worksheet. Workbook is collection of worksheet. Formula cell cell reference yes, active cell I did explain. Now if you go into the task 1, you should now have, okay, it's a spelling mistake, let me do the correction. If you have an empty sheet, empty worksheet, now Excel window, this is a window, this is just explained the different parts of the Excel sheet. Please go through this. Now enter the following data into the spreadsheet. This data, students, please enter this data carefully into your spreadsheet. Please don't try to copy and paste it. Try to enter the data, because I really want you to understand how to enter the data. I'm going to type it in my worksheet. Department sales. Now if you see that, oh sorry, what was I? In A column, you see that? Yes, no problem. Whenever you type it, don't mind, but I prefer, well, it says A1 sales. Now S has moved into the column B, so I'm going to increase the size. You cannot increase the size from somewhere here. You have to increase the size, or double click there, or increase the size of the column in there, like that. Increase the size of the column. And next, I'm going to read the next instruction. Oh sorry, department overhead markup Monday. I'm just going to type as it is, department. Department sales comes up because computer thinks you are trying to type the sales. Don't worry, just ignore, delete that part, whichever you don't want it, and continue with your typing. Overheads, again the S has moved to the next. I'm just going to increase the size. So students, just for the sake, because I'm doing the video and if I keep typing it will take a long time, so I'm just going to copy and paste it, but I highly recommend you guys to type it. See that? I'm just going to delete that part. I don't want it. This merge. uh, what I will do is I'm not on on myself now. Okay, I'll explain all those things later. I'm just trying to get this table correctly. Copy this table. I'm copying it, students. Please, as I keep saying, I want you guys to type it. Now, overheads, markup, Monday, Tuesday, total, LS move. So I'm just going to increase the size of it. I'm going to increase I've used the wrap text, but I will explain what a wrap text is. But now I've done my typing bit here. Assume that I'm done my typing bit, and the border, if I don't have a border, I don't know border. But I okay, we'll come to the border part later on. Ensure that, number 4, ensure that all columns are wide enough to show the data in full. In case if something is overlapping, if the data you can't see clearly, so make sure you increase the size of the width column. Um, sorry. Ensure that the data in the department column is left aligned and all other data is centered. In a department column is left aligned. This is a department column left aligned, and all other data is center. Just highlight it and click on center. This is left center. Your basic knowledge. So now then we go into the it's just explained here also. Sorry. Students, there is edit option here. In this was this the handout was designed using the old version of the software. So if you don't find edit, don't worry about it. All the you will find everything under home tab. So now after that, 6, delete the whole row for diary. This is the diary. Now what will happen? Now I can either highlight this the whole row like that, or I can just click on number 8, which will select the entire row of diary. So when I select it and press delete on the keyboard, and it will just delete the contents but not the row. So better is once you click on highlight the row, select the option of delete from here. See, select the option of delete. If you want delete, click on delete cells. It will delete the entire row. If you're struggling to find where delete is, so just right click, highlight it, right click, and then you can also delete from there. It's all, you'll find it under home tab. Most of the tools, everything you will find it under home tab. Maybe somewhere here and then display. Please look carefully, you find everything in there. After that, number 7, as you say, as I keep saying, you may not find edit in your option, but yes, you will find it under home instead of edit, home. 7, make the following amendments to the spreadsheet. The markup for fish should be 0.10. Markup for fish here 0.10. Now, oh, most of the students will panic now. Oh, 0.1, I typed 0.10, but it's showing me just 0.1. No problem, there is no absolute difference between 0.1 and 0.10. But still, if you want to display that 0, then you can click on it and you see this in the number tab. You will find increase decimal, decrease decimal. Here, increase decimal, decrease decimal, you can find that option. Just going to reduce the here, if you click on this, it will increase. See, if you keep pressing, it will increase the number of decimals. If you press this, it will decrease the number of decimals. See that? There you go. Again, the same thing, 0.1. If you want to increase, you click on 0. You click on 0. Or if you want to decrease, you click on this. Okay, 0.10 and 0.1, they are same, identical. Okay, next part. We're going to the next part. The overheads for wedge should be 2.5. The overhead for wedge here 4. Delete that and type 2.5. That's fine. Next, I'm going to do the next. The wedge sales for wedge should be 36. The wedge sales for wedge is 21, but it should be 36. Delete that and type 36. And then the chilled should be frozen. Here you delete the word chilled, delete that chilled, and type frozen. Frozen. Oh, good. Next, after that, I'm just reading the instructions and applying it. Number 8, insert a new column entitled profit between the columns department and overhead. If you want to insert a column, we need to insert a column between department and overhead. So I'll click on B because that's the place where I want to insert it at B. And then I'll select this option of insert. It's all under home tab. Under insert, you will see insert cells. See, you have it. If you don't, and right click and insert also is possible. So see, I have an empty column wherever you want it. Same thing with the row. If you want to have if you want to have a row somewhere in between, just click where you want to have it, and then you click on insert cells. It will click on row. Just the difference is if you want to insert a column, you have to click on the columns where A, B, C. If you want to click on the row, you have to click which number you want to insert the row at. So that's it. I don't want this, so I'm just going to undo it. Okay. Next part is I've done it. Oh, no, I should give a heading profit. Profit. Capital letter. Let's make it capital letter. Profit. Profit. Okay, good. Next, okay, I've done it. Ensure number 9. Ensure that new column is centered. Embolden all the column headings. First of all, I'll make this center and embolden all column headings. Embolden means make it bold. I'm going to make it all bold, and this heading also I'm going to make it bold. Okay. Save your spreadsheet as saves. Before saving, students, I can keep saving, regularly save your work. I'm going to do a few more changes to this. Because this is a heading, department sales is a main heading, I'm going to increase the size of it. I can have a background color little bit. I can have a background color. Students might ask, how come I'm not having a line between A, B, C? Well, I tried to merge it. I clicked on it. Somewhere you will find merge. I will unmerge it. You will see my department sales is hiding. So I'm just going to increase the size of it. There you go. I'll talk about merge cells and everything bit later. So I have I have my background in. Now I want to apply border. I'm going to highlight it all. From here I can select all border. So I have all border. I can shade this. So this is all enhancing your activity, enhancing the look of your table. So however you want to do it, students, if you want to make it more colorful, please go ahead and try all these different options that you can find in there. Okay, now we have, before moving on to the next point, I just quickly want to introduce you all to some function that we use in Excel. There is a column total. So, right, what I do is, I'm just going to highlight. 6 is also highlighted, but it is not shaded. But it is also highlighted. So I'm just going to highlight it, and you see there is an option of sum. Or if you go into formulas also, you can select the option of auto sum, or under home you will find quickly the tools that you're using, like a shortcut. The most commonly used tools you'll find in there. From here also you can find sum. There you go. I'm just going to highlight it again, and from here I'll click on sum. I'll find it, or I'm just going to highlight it everything, and then I click on sum. See, magic. Please highlight only whatever the data you want to calculate. Don't highlight anything extra or anything less. So yes, you will find the total by, I'm just going to delete it all again once again. You can do it once again. I'm going to show. I'm just going to highlight it all, including the total column where you want to display the results. I'm clicking on here and select sum. Or if you don't find sum, from there you can go into formulas and here auto sum and sum. There you go. The sum is calculated. Easy, right? Now save your spreadsheets as saves. Go to File, Save As. And if you're saving it in your computer, of course, this PC, I'm going to, or browse, you need to add a place. I'm going to make a new folder. Maybe you can say it as spreadsheet work, and okay, I'm just going to create a new folder, spreadsheet work, and then here I'm going to select sales and click on save. So what happens now is whatever the work you're going to you're doing in spreadsheet class, you can save it all under spreadsheet work folder, so that it will be easy for you to find your work and send me the work as quickly as possible. So I'm going to click on save. That's it. You see that it says save. Oh, some students might ask, how am I going to find this work again? Go to file, or usually you will find, when you go into file, you will find recently worked documents in that recent tab, or you can go into open, wherever you have, okay, I'm going to go into browse, wherever you have created that folder spreadsheet work, it is in documents. I have my spreadsheet work, I created the folder, and here, oh, I don't find it, but yeah, okay. Let me try saving this work once again under spreadsheet file. In that case, file, save as. Um, I'm going to browse. I'm going to look for my document that I created, spreadsheet work, and here I'll give the file name as sales, and then I click on save. So that's it, and yeah, it's done. The file is saved. uh, and print it and close the application. Students, printing, while printing this file, if you want to take a printout, you take a printout and keep it in your folder. If it was in a classroom, I would have said yes, take a printout. Now what you need to do is you need to save this work and send it to me as an attachment, but there's one more task to do which I will explain to you, so send both the tasks together. Now if you're taking a printout, file, print. Look at this. Look at the print preview. I'm not saying complete work. I'm just saying up to Monday. The remaining part of the work is next. Yeah. This is not a good way of printing half in one page, half in another page. So please make sure you make your page layout to landscape. When you do the landscape, you will see the complete table that you have worked. And also, what happens sometimes, I don't know how you guys manage to do it. You press print, it will open up so many pages. Sometimes I have seen students taking a printout of 1500, 1600 pages of so please make sure how many pages. One of one. It is one of, if it is one of 300 or 3000 or one of 1000. See, do what you have done wrong and stop printing, copy and paste the work into a new page and then take a printout. But please check the number of pages here, please, before taking a printout. um, so that's done, and then you can take a print. That's the way of printing. Inserting a header and footer and everything, which I will explain. It's the same way as you do it in your Word document or the PowerPoint. Insert, where is the header and footer? Insert text, header and footer. Here you can type your name, and the footer is bottom of the page. You can type your date, or whichever the way you want it, you can do that. Once you are done, that's fine. I'm just going to Leela. Yeah. Alright, where is the work? Oh, I can't see the work, Leela. I lost my work. Never mind, don't panic. Just look here. That's it. You'll get your work. There, the work is here. See, that's it. Just click on that. You'll find your work. Page layout, orientation, landscape. It's already in there. So just whenever you do something, don't worry too much. Just relax. My son was telling me to do yoga today morning to be more calmer. Well, yes, maybe meditation will help a little. Right, that's done. Print and close the application. That's done. Now Moving on to my second task, task 2. Open an Excel and type in the following data. Again, students, either you can do it, but don't do it as sheet 2, but do open a new document. Open a new document itself, because they want you to save it in a different file, save or new blank workbook. And once again, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ask you, request you all not to copy and paste it. Please try to type as much as you can. I want you all to understand how to enter the decimal point, how to type it in the columns correctly. So I'm going to copy and paste it, because otherwise it's going to take a long time for me to do the video. Now see that when I copied and pasted, it is all over the place. So I'm just going to arrange it a bit neatly. I'm going to increase the size of the row. There's a way of doing it, but size of the row and size of the row, I'm arranging the size now. Row, and just too big from the line, or you can highlight it and select the row size as well, but I'll do this way first so that I know how to play with my rows again. Okay, okay. Now I have my name, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I've copied and pasted up, but as I keep saying that, please type. Okay, check all your entries are correct. Yes. Number 3, John Copeland had the continental breakfast and not the English breakfast. His entry for the breakfast should be £3.95. John Copeland breakfast. £3.95, £3.95. John Copeland, yeah. So it is 6.95 pence, but it should be £3.95. I'm doing the changes. And next instruction. Uh, Jacqueline Jacqueline Kasim's dinner cost did not include the dessert. Included dessert. The value entered for dinner for her should be £10.90. So Jacqueline Kasim dinner. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so dinner £10. Sorry, what am I doing? Uh, the value entered for dinner should be £10.90. Jacqueline Kasim. Right, it's 9:30 and it should be 10:90. Did not okay. Maybe you're thinking the same thing. The value did not include dessert. Maybe it's a package. £10.90. So I'm just going to change it to £10.90 pence. Right. Next, Marx Dawes cost should not have been included. Delete the row containing Marx Dawes, that ensuring that you do not leave a blank row. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to highlight it. I can right click and delete it, or delete from here also, whichever is convenient for you. Better you know both the ways. Save your spreadsheet as subsistence expenses. Uh, do it in a new workbook. File, save as. Where are you going to save? You're going to save this file in the folder that you created. Browse, find that folder wherever you created, spreadsheet work, and here you give the file name as subsistence expenses, and then you click on save. Subsistence expenses, okay, click on save, and then print your spreadsheet and exit Excel. Well, if you want to print the document for yourself, please print it. And well, one more thing, make your heading bold, make enhance the features. Okay, and then here bold. I'm going to just make it bold. I'm just going to increase the size a bit. If you want, you can merge it. But if you don't know, students, please leave it. I don't know. Here there's a merge option here. Merge and setting. Okay. And if you're keen on calculating the total, go on, do it. sum. There you go, breakfast. I'm just calculating all the breakfast together. I'm just sum. You see that? I'm just going to do the sum. Yeah, there you go. And then I'm just going to highlight this total a bit. Maybe I want to shade this total columns just so that it's clear what is total. There you go. And insert header and footer. Insert. If you don't see clearly header and footer, it is under text. Header and footer. Then type your name. And now, if you notice, it's broken. The table is broken, half in one page, half in another page. What's the reason? Let me see what's going to happen. I'm just going to click on this. Now, you see, students, when you're taking the printout, if you want to take a printout, it will break into two parts. See, wherever there is a dotted line, that means this much is going to print in one page, the total is going to print in another page. What should you do? Good. Page layout, orientation, landscape. There you go. Save your work again. Make sure you regularly save your work and send this to me as an attachment. So you will be sending me two files, one on sales, one on subsistence expenses. I'm taking it a bit nice and easy so that yes, I'm just giving you two tasks for this week, and you will find one more task for you to design on your own, which I have uploaded on Google Classroom. And please design your activity, design that spreadsheet in the way it's given, and send it to me as an attachment. So you will be sending me three attachments, one on sales, one on subsistence expenses, and one more extra practice that you'll find on your Google Classroom. Okay, I'll see you all. I'll speak to you all in my next tutorial. Until then, take care. Bye.